Hey, 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 hey. Da, 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 da. Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Everybody get in here. Hey, 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 hey. Let's get it. Hey, 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 hey. It's time. It's time. Let's go. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Hey, 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 hey. Ain't that, ain't that, ain't that. Hey. Da, 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 da. What's up, everybody? All right. Let's get into some things. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Moni. Hey, Renee. What's up? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, Lisa. How you doing, girl? Hi, Silas Mukbang. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, my sister. Yes. Hey, Micheline. Yes. Hello, everybody. Letitia here, and I'm back again with another live video. That's right. Drop them palm trees. Drop them palm trees in the chat. Y'all know this is the Shady Bells. What's up, my Shady Bells? We are back with another live. And on today's live, we're going to be chopping it up about a few things. We're going to get into some things. Yes. We're getting into some things. I got, a little Tito's in my glass today. All right now. Hey. Ooh. Drop them palm trees. Drop them palm trees. Hey, Clarissa. Hey, cousin. What's up? What's up? Hey, make sure y'all thumbs up the live when y'all get in here because today's show is going to be epic. We got a few things that we're going to talk about. And like I said, the first thing I want to talk about is we're going to be talking about Azrael Clary and what she's doing now after surviving R. Kelly. We're also going to be getting into Auntie Hammy. I don't know if you guys know about Auntie Hammy, but y'all know the pew, 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 pew. It's Chopper. It's the 22. Y'all know Auntie Hammy, the famous TikToker. Come on now. I know y'all got to know about Auntie Hammy. Drop some, give me a thumbs up in the live if you guys heard of Auntie Hammy. Give me a thumbs down in the chat if you haven't heard of Auntie Hammy, because if you didn't, you're gonna learn today. Yes, you are. Yes, Micheline. I'm crunk, honey. That's right, y'all. My moderator is getting y'all together. Miss Living Life with Lisa. Y'all gonna make sure y'all check out her channel. Drop those palm trees and those bells because you guys are what? My shady bells. So let's get it popping. So we also going to be talking about Nicki Minaj, and she showed her beautiful baby. Oh my God, he's so adorable. I could just eat him up, eat him up, eat him up. He was so freaking cute. I was like, yes, Nicki, yes. And we're also going to be talking about Caesar from Black Ink Crew, New York. His daughter went live, and she was exposing him. Oh my God, it was not a good thing. But first, let's go ahead and get it kicked off with Azrael Clary, which is R. Kelly's ex-girlfriend, one of the young ladies who was living with him during the time when, the whole situation was going on where, they said that R. Kelly allegedly had all these girls living with him who were living there against their will and things like that. So Azrael Clary, as you know, was one of the girls who was actually living with him at that time. And she went on to Fox Soul I'm not sure exactly when she was on as on Fox Soul, but there was a video that she was on Fox Soul on YouTube, and I'm gonna play it here. I didn't listen to the video before. Now I wanted to listen to it with you guys, so that's why because I wanted to, listen to it for the first time with you guys and give my reaction to the video, um, right here on this live video with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video. It is a 14-minute video. I may or may not play the whole video. I just want to, play a little bit of it and let's get into that. Hold on. Hold up, because I'm gonna get it straight from the beginning. So we're gonna Claudia Jordan is the one that was interviewing Azriel. I'm not gonna. I'm thinking I might just let you guys hear it instead of seeing it. I'm not sure. Let me just see how this live goes, and then I'll make a decision. But let me read some of the stuff that you guys got going on in the chat. That's right. Pum pum pum. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay, so Silas Mukbangs and Micheline have heard of what's her name? Auntie Hammy. Auntie Hammy is so funny, guys. Thanks for the palm trees, Clarissa. Yes, 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 yes. He is so adorable. Micheline says those cheeks where I would have spoiled him rotten. Yes, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Living life with Lisa, Lisa. Hey, why not? Yes. So okay. Everybody come with as you come in, make sure you thumbs up the live. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this video so you guys can hear what is going on with Miss Azrael Clary. I'm sweating. I'm hot. It's these lights, honey. The combination of the light and the Speedos is just not a good combination for me sweating inside. Oh, so let's go ahead and get into it. So this is Miss Jordan, Claudia Jordan, who is one of the hosts of Fox Soul. She is interviewing Azrael Clary. So let's go ahead and get into it.
The R&B singer R. Kelly, and she's redefining the word survivor. Azrael Clary appeared to share her story and possibly became a survivor. Her career as an emerging music artist. I gotta tell you this video. Later on the show, we get
That's Azrael.
I love you. I'm like, beautiful voice. I said, okay, for music. And she said, I absolutely will support music because I love her voice. Like she rocks with you. You got a lot of people here who are supporting you talent. I just want to get out here. Real quick. So
hold on, y'all. Let me just say this really quick. I just want to say this really quick. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Oh gosh. Hold up. Sorry, guys. I messed up.
With all that's going on,
I was trying to pause it. I wanted to say this really quick. Azrael Clary. Y'all can't hear it? Oh my God. Let me turn it up then. Sorry. Let me turn it up. I just wanted to say, can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me? I'm sorry. Let me turn it up some. I thought you guys could hear. So let me start over from the beginning because I didn't know you guys couldn't hear it. Let me play it again. Let me know if you can hear now.
I first
Can you guys hear it now?
her career as an emerging about my hair and so much more. And later on the show, we'll hear from three more courageous women who are also domestic violence survivors.
Maybe I need to put it here. Can y'all hear it now? Maybe I need to put it near my mic. So y'all can hear me. You guys still can't hear it? Let me know now because I haven't near my mic.
How are you doing?
Oh no, this is not good. Can y'all hear it now? Let me know if you guys can hear it now because I have it near my mic.
It has really allowed me to create an emotion and
Let me know.
being able to do so again,
What about now?
Okay, well, let's get this. Men or women?
Y'all still can't hear it? That's weird. I have it turned up to the highest level. What about now?
well, this is already pretty public. And I think it is more important to me, and I feel like it's very important that I go there to the
Maybe I need to take the Bluetooth off. Let me do that. Hold on, guys. I am so sorry. Let me take the Bluetooth off. And then
You know what I mean? I mean, we all right. Oh my God.
so I turned off my Bluetooth.
I want.
What about now? Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Gus and Liza Center.
For me personally, it was quite disturbing. During the backlash that I received was from and other influencers, celebrities. But more importantly, that's kind of what made me quite important that I share this. There are so many people that are just like me. Victims are not the ones that should be shamed.
Can y'all hear it now?
It should be the predator. It should be the abuser.
So do you roll your eye at celebrities talking about protect Black women, and then when we come out, it's what made it take so long and what we in it for, what was their motive?
Like this?
And there's really nothing I can do for this person,
Because I have the volume up
your story
to the loudest that it can go.
regardless of the backlash that it comes with.
And you're not just doing this for speaking out as an advocate for other generation peers. How will sharing your story help empower other girls who are trying to overcome this kind of situation?
Well, guys, I'm sorry that you can't hear it, but basically,
speaking out will really.
Basically, she's just talking about her. That's better. So, Silas Mukbang said that's better. Tatiana saying no, she can't hear it, and it's extra low. But Silas Mukbang says yes, that's better. So I'm gonna start it from the beginning, guys, and if you guys hear it. I hate that you can't hear it good.
Kelly, and she's reaffirming the words Azrael Clary. Tell her story about what my hair is about her today, and so much more. And later on the show, we'll hear from 3 more courageous women who are also domestic violence survivors. And now, please welcome Azrael Clary, Azrael, to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
put it today, and I was telling my, stylist Sean, who was on tonight. She says she loves you, she follows you. She says you're so entertaining, and I was like, I want to hear more about her singing. And she said that girl has such a beautiful voice. I said, okay, well, we support her music. And she said, I absolutely will support her music because I love her voice. Like she rocks with you. So you got a lot of people here who are supporting your talent. I just want to get up here. I was real quick. So with all that's going on in the world right now, like how are you doing and what's life been like?
I'm doing well, and outside of the spotlight, this has really given me a lot of time to really sort my emotions and, focus on therapy.
Okay, so basically, on the first part of the interview, Claudia Jordan is telling it is basically letting us know that she has a select few of women who suffered from domestic violence coming onto the show, and Azrael Clary is one of her guests. So she's asking Azrael Clary, how has life been after the situation of being in a domestic violence relationship with R. Kelly? And so Azrael Clary is explaining to her that life has been good and that she's been going to therapy and with therapy, that's making things better for her in her life. So now I'm gonna go ahead and listen to it some more and give you guys more commentary on it. The one thing that I love about this situation is that Azrael Clary is actually seeking therapy. I mean, therapy is like something that's so important, especially if you have suffered a traumatic situation like domestic violence. There's so many different tragic, traumatic experiences that we have in our lives that people, especially in the Black community, don't go and seek help for it. A lot of times we tend to think and feel like, oh, I'm not going to therapy because I'm not crazy, or you have to be crazy in order to go and seek therapy. But the bottom line is that therapy, if we can go to the doctors to make sure that our physical health is good, why can't we go to the doctor and make sure that our mental health is good? I feel like therapy is such an important thing to incorporate into our lives. And just like we incorporate going to the doctors every year to check, make sure that our physical health is good. For example, like we're gonna go to the doctor once a year to get our um pap smears. We're gonna go to the doctor. We're gonna go to the dentist every 6 months. We're gonna go to the regular doctor to get a physical. Just different things like that. If we're gonna go to the doctor to make sure that our bodies is in order and in good health and stuff like that, why can't we go to a head doctor, a psychiatrist, a counselor, a therapist, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you want to call it? Why can't we do that when it comes to our mental, especially at a time like now when we're in this pandemic and so many people have lost their jobs, their lives, their loved ones, and things like that? The mental health is really, really important to take care of. And I commend this young lady, Azrael Clary, for taking this step forward to just, making sure that her mental health is in order. So I'm going to go ahead and finish listening to it. And I'm not understanding why you guys can't hear it, but, I'm going to give my commentary on what she's talking about here as best that I can during this live. Okay?
So tell us about how creating music is therapeutic. Has been therapeutic for you?
Music and creating music has really allowed me to create an emotion and create a song. And being able to do so again, I'm able to sort my feelings out, sort my emotions out.
Okay, now she's talking about how creating music has been therapeutic for her because she's able to put her thoughts and her feelings and her emotions into her music. And I gotta say that I believe that that's a great thing too. That's a great therapy. That's a great thing to do therapy wise because at the end of the day, a lot of times we could be going through things or experience something in life, and some of us don't have outlets to go to, meaning like a person that we feel like we can trust and go to them and pour our problems to them or whatever. So if you are a person that you can, put it into your music and write about it or whatever, I think that's a great thing. That's a great thing because you can literally pour everything that she experienced out into music. And the other great thing about that, the fact that whatever it is that she's been through or went through with the whole R. Kelly situation, I'm sure there's other young women out there that's been through the same thing that she's been through. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, when she writes this stuff and put it into her music, it could be so inspiring to another young woman. Just think about those songs that we all know and love by different artists, like Beyonce, for example. I'm gonna use Beyonce as an example because she's one of my favorite artists. And she has a plethora of songs that I remember listening to and just feeling like, yes, girl, yes, 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 you singing to me. You singing to my soul. So I think it's a wonderful thing that she can incorporate her past experiences and her feelings into her music. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna continue listening to it.
More so.
Okay. Some men and women a lot of times are often afraid to speak up on issues surrounding abuse and health. I mean, you only just start thinking will start to come out a little bit. What gave you the courage to stand up and share your story? It's very personal.
Already pretty public, and at the end of the day, it's my life for me, and I feel like it's very important that I control the narrative of my life rather than have some issues in your
Okay, so Claudia just asked her what gave her the courage to step up and just like tell her story. And her response basically is, this is a pretty public situation. So because it's public, everybody is going to create their own narrative on what happened with her and R. Kelly and stuff like that. So instead of her letting people dictate what the narrative is, she decided to give it to the public from herself, personally, from her personal experience. And what better person to give the story to us than the person who has actually experienced what she went through. So I think that's a wonderful thing that she decided to tell her story. Because there's so many people out there that just, create these false narratives and they think they know what's going on. I just think that it's terrible how people can basically just come up with their own conclusions on what's going on in your life based on what they may have seen or heard through the internet. They never heard it from your mouth. Like she basically is letting us know that she's going to tell her story from her personal experience, not from what you heard or what you've seen in a freaking documentary or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She's going to give her story from her own words, her own mouth, and her own experience. That's it, period, point blank. Let's go ahead and finish listening to it. Guys, let me know in the comment section when I play it back. Can you still not hear it, or are you able to hear it? Let me know if you can hear it or not.
Yeah, this is still a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's even just jump in, take part in God. I mean, we all do it, right? Oh my God, you see here? How was it here? How does that the Black Queen?
There are so many people that like victims are not the one she.
Right. Mm. So she just said a mouthful. Basically, Claudia Jordan just asked her, um, how did she feel when she got the backlash from people or whatever? And she said it made her feel terrible. You know what I'm saying? She said that, most of the backlash she got was from the black community. That is absolutely terrible. Why is it that we as people have to, or why is it that we as people are the main ones to put each other down or to um, make each other look bad more than any other race? He said that that was the most disturbing part of the backlash for her, is that the black community was making her look like she was the bad person. What about the person that was the abuser, which in this case was R. Kelly? I know a lot of people have their opinions on this whole situation with Azrael Kelly, and I think the other young lady was, I think her name was Jocelyn or Joycelyn or something like that. And a lot of people have their opinions on the situation because they feel like, you know, the young ladies, their parents put them in that predicament, and this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be. And you know, we really don't know exactly what happened with that situation. All we know is what we've seen on, TV and on the internet, and in the blogs and things of that nature. Do we really know what happened? No. We can only speculate and draw conclusions based on what is put, based on what is presented in front of us. But this young lady is putting herself out there, telling her story. So why not listen? Why not listen to her and support her? Because at the end of the day, although I believe she was like 17 or 18 or whatever when she got with R. Kelly, even though technically, I think in the state of Chicago, 17, you're an adult, and 18 in general, you're an adult. Even though she was the age 18 and considered an adult, in her mind, she was not an adult. She was not an adult. Being on earth for 17 and 18 years is not enough to say that you've experienced a multitude of things in life where you can deal with a situation like that. Just imagine being that age and you're so young and impressionable, and you come across a big celebrity like R. Kelly. Of course, you're gonna, you know, feel overwhelmed with emotions and gravitate towards it because in your mind it's like, wow, this is R. Kelly, and he wants me. He thinks that I'm beautiful. He thinks that, he's like groveling over me. So of course that's gonna make you have the big head and make you feel good and all of those type of things. So before we judge this young lady, about her choice or whatever, and to be with a man that was twice her age, let's think about why decided to do that. Let's really, really think about that. Think about that young, impressionable age of 17 and 18. No experience. This man had 20 plus years of experience in life over her. In addition to that, he had power. And the power that he had was his money. You know what I'm saying? Money equals power and his celebrity status. When you have those things, it's easy. It is absolutely easy to have a great influence over someone who is that young. And that's that. Um, so I want to listen to a little bit more of it, and then we're going to go ahead and get. And I hate that you guys can't hear this video, but I'm going to try and give my commentary on what they're saying in the video as best that I can. So let's go ahead and I'm going to finish listening to it, and then I'm going to give my commentary on the rest of what she's saying. I don't think that she's going to be on this whole video. Claudia Jordan did mention at the beginning of the video that there are other domestic violence survivors coming onto the show as well. But I wanted to really bring to you guys the Azrael Clary piece because, you know, that was a big, big story. I think like last year sometime or whatever, like right before the pandemic with R. Kelly and, you know, things of that nature. So that's why I wanted to, you know, highlight that part of this video more than anything. And Kimmy says, right, definitely starstruck. Yes, but being starstruck is real, especially for young people who are impressionable. So let's not forget about that. So let me go ahead and finish playing video.
So do you roll your eye? Personally, but what I can do is it's okay to tell your story if that's how.
So basically, Jordia Claudine just asked her, I said Jordia Claudine. Forgive me. Claudia Jordan just asked her basically how does she feel when um people come out and make statements like why say something now, you know, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, I gotta say this. I absolutely hate the fact that people make that statement. What Azrael Clary said was it just shows how hypocritical people are when they make statements like that. But let me just tell you guys how I feel about that. I absolutely hate when people say stuff like, oh, why is she saying something now, years later, this, and that, or whatever the case may be. Let me tell you something. Being a victim of any type of abuse, whether it be domestic violence or whether it be a victim of molestation, rape, or whatever. Being a victim of those type of things, you guys have no idea what type of fear the abuser may have put in to the point where you really feel like you can't speak out, right? And I I feel like once a person in that situation know that they have support and people rallying behind them, it makes it easier for you to come out and speak about it. So I just feel like we should never, ever judge a person, women specifically, for not speaking out as soon as it happens. Most victims of domestic violence abuse or molestation or rape or whatever type of abuse they had to endure, most of them are afraid. They're afraid to speak out because they're afraid of the person who abused them. They're afraid of the type of backlash that they're going to get. They're afraid that they won't be believed in the situation. It's a lot of things, a lot of different variables or things that go through a person's mind who has been abused, just a victim of some type of abuse. So before we start judging these women and women like Azrael Clary specifically for not coming out and telling their story sooner, think about how they feel and why they didn't tell their story sooner. It's a reason. Trust me, I know. So, okay, we're going to go ahead. Let's get back into the video. This is what Miss Azrael Clary has to say. Okay, there you have it. So basically, Azrael Clary saying that she decided to speak out so that she can help another person that may be in that situation right now or have gone through it. I think this is great because, it's an inspiration for any woman or even men. Like men can go through this type of abuse as well. It's not just women that go through abusive relationships. Men experience it also. Unfortunately, it's more so women that's going through this situation more than men. So let's see what Lisa is saying in the chat. Lisa says, those who never experienced this cannot say that she shouldn't have waited or speak out. You don't know unless you have gone through it. Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Soul Stealer Music. So yeah, that's basically the gist of the video. I'm not gonna play any more of that video, but I just want to say that I commend this young lady for speaking out and telling her story because at the end of the day, she's definitely helping another young woman or a young man who is in a domestic violence relationship. And I want to also say this to my audience. If you know someone or if someone out there, if it's you that's experiencing something like this, please, please, please don't hesitate to speak up. Um, don't hesitate to seek help. If you know someone that's in this situation, don't hesitate to try to help them. There are plenty of domestic violence shelters and programs that you can get into to help you to get out of those type of situations. And let's just like, try to band together and acknowledge the fact that these type of situations are real. And before I get into the next topic, which is Auntie Hammy, we're gonna lighten up the live and make it a little bit more, you know, less serious with the Auntie Hammy story. But before I get into, I want to tell you guys a story really quick of something that I experienced here myself. I have a neighbor who is, has been going through domestic violence, and about a month ago, her boyfriend, the father of her children, kicked her door in the point where the door was off the hinges. She has two small children in her apartment, and their father kicked the door off the hinges. I felt so bad for her, and I feel so bad for her. I don't know if she's still going through it because I haven't heard anything lately, or since that incident happened. All I know is that I did go over to help, and I let her come over to my apartment, and she called the police, and they came, they took a report and everything, and you know, did give them a description of him because he had left the apartment that night or whatever the case may be, and you know, that she had sent her kids with her mom, with their grandmom, and I did speak to her since then. She seems to be okay and everything. But like I said, if you guys know of anybody that's in a situation like this, don't hesitate to lend a helping hand. I know a lot of times women, when they're in abusive relationships and situations like this, they don't really want the help because they're sick. It's a sickness. It's not a normal situation. It's not a good situation. It's very toxic, and a lot of times they don't even know or even realize how bad it is until something really, really bad happens. Okay. So yeah, let's just support people who are in situations like that. Don't look down on them or turn the other cheek or whatever. Just try to help them and support them the best way that you can. So that was it for the Azrael Clary story. Now we're going to get into Auntie Hammy. Auntie Hammy is a TikTok sensation who went viral on TikTok for her. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play. No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I'm not gonna play the video of her Pew 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 video because I don't want to get a copyright strike from. So let's read some of the comments. So Sister Soul Stealer Music says, I have been in an abusive relationship. I'm sorry to hear that, Soul Stealer Music, and I'm happy that you got out of it. As Pryor says, I love Azriel. I've grown to respect her and her story. I've been through a situation myself, and I'm way older than her. It happens. That's right. I think that I've been in a situation like that too when I was younger, much, much younger, and I'm happy to be out of it. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Okay, guys, make sure you thumbs up the live when we get in here. So this video that I'm going to play right now um, is a video from Auntie Hammy. Hi, James Hudson. This is from Auntie Hammy's YouTube channel. So as I was saying in the beginning of the video, Auntie Hammy went on to Tasha K's platform a few weeks ago. Tasha K had interviewed her. Tasha K had went down to Florida and sat down with Auntie Hammy and did an interview with her. And ever since then, Auntie Hammy has been having a lot of people on YouTube coming for her and doing different commentary on her or whatever the case may be. So Auntie Hammy is going on this rampage of exposing different male YouTubers for talking about women. She is like really sick and tired of these male bloggers talking about women. Her thing is, why don't you talk about men, right? So she did this live video, y'all, and this video is super funny. So I'm gonna play it for you guys, and I want to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on this video. She is mad funny. Some might not think she's that funny, but I think she's funny. And this video right here is freaking hilarious. So let's see what people are saying. S. Pryor says, no problem, it's real life, and we need to hear people out instead of judging all the time. Absolutely. So Stealing Music says, thanks, the person is still after me. Oh my God, that's terrible. You need to get an order of protection or the cops do something. So Stealing Music. You gotta, handle that situation. And I hope and pray that whoever it is that's after you, they, you know, stop being after you soon. That's it for my drink. But let's go ahead and listen to this video that Auntie Hammy did. Oh my gosh. Auntie Hammy is hilarious, y'all. Wait till y'all see this video. Auntie Hammy is out of control. She wears these different costumes, and she just do the most. Can y'all see it good? So we're gonna go ahead and play it. So in this video, she's calling herself exposing Armon Wiggins. So let's go ahead and get into it. So so in the beginning of the video, Auntie Hammy is basically portraying a cowgirl. She has her cowgirl hat, her cowgirl shoes, and she says she has her horse. Her horse is Armon Wiggins. Now, she's referring to Armon Wiggins as a horse because he has, like, his mouth is like, like kind of big looking. His teeth are kind of big and his mouth kind of pokes out and stuff like that. So she's making a mockery of how Armon Wiggins look. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and continue playing the video. That's Auntie Hammy.
It's like this. Like for my ass and for red. We're gonna get lit right now. We got some people that are gonna be mad.
Wait.
And I will That's the record.
Y'all, she is hilarious. Wait a minute. Did y'all see the boots? So basically, she's saying that she's been doing research, right? She's been doing research on the people, the YouTube bloggers, and she's here to expose them, right? So did y'all check the boots? Did y'all check out the snake skin shorts that she has on? Yo, this lady right here is freaking hilarious. Oh my God, she is hilarious. So let's finish watching the video. Okay, so she's getting ready to get into the male bloggers that she doesn't like the fact that they talk about women, that they expose women, that they get on YouTube, on their platform, and degrade women. You know, I think that we're now in an era of this whole protecting the black woman thing, especially after Meg Thee Stallion went through her situation with Tory Lanez. I think that that all started with Meg Thee Stallion. I could be wrong. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong. But ever since Meg Thee Stallion came out and started to say that the black woman isn't protected, now that's the narrative that's going on the internet. And so Auntie Hammy is basically piggybacking off of that same narrative. And so let's go ahead and hear what she got to say about the male bloggers, the male bloggers who are the same people that's exposing and coming for the black woman. And she got such a nasty mouth, y'all. Like she is gonna be doing a whole bunch of cussing. She, she's off the freaking chain. So basically, she letting all these bloggers, especially Armon Wiggins, know that, honey, there's a new sheriff in town. So make sure you choose your blog wisely. When you decide to do a blog, make sure you choose them wisely. And the wise choice would be to not talk about women, black women especially. Okay, that is her whole goal. Her whole goal is to expose these male bloggers that's talking about black women on their platform. She absolutely hates it. She can't stand it. Let's go ahead and finish this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast forward it because she does get into she's doing too much cursing. Let me fast forward it because she gets into the fact that she gets into the fact that in fact I'm gonna stop playing it. But what she gets into in this video is the fact that most of the views that Armon Wiggins get on his channel is talking about Tasha K. She goes deep into the amount of views that he has gotten about based on him talking about Tasha K. And it was another person that she talked about how Armon Wiggins got so many views talking about this other woman. I can't remember the woman's name, but basically her whole thing is, Armon, you wouldn't be who you are, or you wouldn't have the views that you have if you didn't talk about these specific women. Tasha K being one of them. And I gotta admit that whenever Armon Wiggins put Tasha K's name on the title of his video, he does get a lot of views. But I also have to say that I understand what he's doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same as me with my channel. My channel started to grow based on the Walt and Cindy story. So naturally, when a person that is a content creator see that they're gonna get the traction and they're gonna get the views and they're gonna get the traffic, I should say. That's what I meant to say instead of traction. But if you're gonna get the traffic to your channel based on a certain topic, sometimes you may just milk it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, are we wrong for that? Absolutely not. You do whatever you got to do to get the views. Because at the end of the day, you're there to please the audience that is drawn to your channel. So, with that being said, because Armon Wiggins knew, or he knows that when he talk about Tasha K, that's going to draw attention to his channel. That's what he's going to do. And I'm not mad at him. Milk it, baby. Milk it as much as you can. I'm not mad. As a content creator, I definitely understand. I understand that entirely. Like, I can't say that he's doing something wrong. Because clearly, him doing that is working for him, or it has worked for him. Because at the end of the day, this man now has 100,000 subscribers. Maybe he did build this channel off of the back of Black women, or talking about women, or just like talking about Tasha K or whatever. But if that's how it happened, hey, it is what it is. Who are we to judge? But Auntie Hammy, she's here to, set the record straight and to expose a few people. And she's like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Y'all not gonna keep talking about black women and growing your channels off of talking about these same black women. But she also said there was a part of that video that she also said, you know what? I might as well do the same thing. She said, I might as well make videos talking about Tasha K too. If this is what's working, so I say whatever is working for you, do it. If there is a specific type of content that you put on your channel that is working, why not? Why not continue to put that type of content on your channel? If it works for you, then let it work. Period. Don't let the trolls or, the people that aren't even there to support your channel and, by subscribing and watching your videos, stop you from doing what works for you and your channel. Period. Let's see what's going on in the chat. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the next subject. And that is Nicki Minaj's beautiful baby. No, we're not going to do Nicki Minaj baby. We're going to talk about Caesar from Black Ink Crew. So we got Lisa and James are just having a conversation with each other. Okay. YouTube is reviewing your last comment. Okay. You got Zaya Rose in the chat. Hey, Zaya Rose, how you doing? Okay. Thank you, Lisa, for keeping the chat under control. I appreciate it. Yes, Zaya. Yes. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the Caesar situation. I said little Caesar. I meant to say Caesar. We're gonna go ahead and get into the Caesar situation. So, the Shade Room posted this video. Shout out to the Shade Room. Posted this video, and it was a live video of Caesar from Black Ink Crew, New York, the original Black Ink Crew. His daughter posted a video, basically talking about how her dad violated her and beat her while she was naked in the shower. Like he pulled her out of the shower and beat her. She said he put hands and feet on her. Now, this is my thing with that situation. I am from the old school. I believe in disciplining your children by beating them. If they're being disrespectful and they're not obeying you or whatever the case may be, if you got to put hands on them, then by all means, put hands on them. Now, I'm not saying that you gotta abuse your kids to the point where you're leaving bruises on them and you punching them in different places of their body, their face, and things like that, and kicking them and things. She said he put feet on her. I don't agree with that. Now, I do agree with the spanking, and I agree with discipline. And I feel like these children nowadays just don't really understand or know what it means to discipline physically. Now, the part that I didn't agree with was the fact that she's 16 years old and she's developed. She's a fully developed 16-year-old young lady. I don't agree with the fact that he pulled her out of the shower and, saw her naked body. Although that's her father, I understand. And I know that as a father, he's not thinking about her naked body. But her being the person who is, her body is being exposed to her father, feeling some type of way about that, which I feel like is normal. That's natural. So that part of it, I don't agree with. But if your child is being disrespectful and your way of disciplining them is by beating them or disciplining them physically, then by all means, go for it. We all as parents have different ways of raising our children and disciplining our children. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. Shout out to the Shade Room. And this is her live video posted on her social media. So that was Caesar's daughter talking about the fact that Caesar put hands and feet on her. Again, I don't agree with putting feet on, like stomping your kid and things like that. I just think that that is way too much. I think that is way too much. Putting your feet on your kid. But, if you want to, give them a spanking or knock them around a little bit or whatever, putting your feet on them and pulling her out of the shower while she's naked, I definitely don't agree with that. I'm sorry. Although I know as a father, he was not thinking about the fact that she's naked. Obviously, she did or said something that was very disrespectful. And as a parent, he probably was so enraged about it that he couldn't control his anger at the time. And he just was like, you know what? I'm going to get this little girl out the shower and I'm about to tear her behind up. So he probably wasn't thinking about it like that. But as the child, the 16-year-old girl who is fully developed, she doesn't want her dad to see her that way. So I understand her frustration. The other thing that I have a problem with, I have a serious problem with people bringing their family business to social media. What was the purpose of her going on live and exposing to the world what her dad did to her? Did she do this because he is a public figure? Did she want to embarrass him? What was the purpose of that? I definitely don't agree with that. I have several problems with, you know, people in my family. I have disagreements with my siblings and things like that. But I would never come to social media and bring our problems to the forefront for you guys to judge us and to look at us like we're crazy. Of course, we have problems in our families, but why do we have to bring it to social media? It's not cool. It's not cool. I wish people would stop doing it. Stop it. It is not cool. Because at the end of the day, that's your family. And 9 times out of 10, excuse me, after you do that, you and that family member or those family members are going to be back cool again. So why even do that? Like it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Period. So let's go ahead and see what's being said in the chat. Okay, Zaya Rose talking to Lisa. Lisa says, I totally disagree with the way he handled punishing her. Yeah, I mean, pulling her out of the shower, like that's crazy. I don't I didn't agree with that either. I didn't agree with that. So let's go ahead and get into these adorable pictures of Nicki Minaj's baby. Oh my God, this baby is so cute. And I'm going to share these pictures with you guys if you haven't seen it. I don't know if you guys saw these beautiful pictures, but let's go ahead and get into it. Look at this adorable baby. Look at him. How cute. Look at how cute. Isn't he a cutie pie? That's one picture she shared. And then look at him in his little Fendi outfit. How cute, how cute, how cute. Then she got one. There's enough. She shared a few pictures. Look at this one. Oh my God, he is so flippin' cute. Nicki Minaj's baby. Is there any Barbs in the building? Look at him. And he looks just like her. He looks just like her. Look at him. He's so flippin' cute. I can just eat him all the way up. Let's see. And then she got a video. She posted a video. Is there a video? Let's see. Look. Look at him. Look. So cute. Okay, so on her caption, she wrote, hashtag Papa Bear. Thank you so very much for choosing me to be your mama. Wishing you guys a happy and prosperous new year. Thank you for your love and support throughout this journey. It meant so much to me. Becoming a mom is by far the most fulfilling job I've ever taken on. Sending love to all the superhero mothers out there. Big hugs to all the women who have been pregnant during this challenging time. And guys, we know that 2020, from the month of March up to now, has been a very, very challenging time. And I take my hat off to any mom that had to be pregnant during this time, because not only do you have to um, go through a time period like now being pregnant, but you also, during this time of being pregnant, you also have to go through the doctor appointment visits and stuff like that by yourself, because they're not letting the fathers come to the doctor's appointments now because of the corona. And I know this firsthand because I have a grandbaby on the way. Woo woo. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm so excited about it. So my my son my son has a baby on the way, and the young lady who's having a baby by him goes to her doctor visits, and he's not allowed to come because of the coronavirus. And I don't know if he's going to be able to be present when the baby is being delivered either, because of that, because of the coronavirus. And I think that that has to be so emotionally draining and overwhelming for the pregnant women who have to go through this at this time. So hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year for us. Hopefully with this vaccine that they're coming out with is going to help subside and, basically um, decrease the amount of people that's infected or affected by this virus. Hopefully that number is going to go down. I'm just hoping and praying that 2020 is going to be a better year for us, and not 2020, 2021 is going to be a better year for us, and that we overcome this thing very, very soon. Because I don't know about the rest of you guys, but myself, I'm sick and tired of wearing those stupid behind masks. But I know that we have to wear them in order to, stay protected and in order to protect others. It is what it is. This might be our new normal. Hopefully it's not, but if it is what it is. So Lisa says she said she wanted a fat, chunky baby back in 2014. Wow. And guess what? She got her a fat, chunky baby. My son was a fat, chunky baby, and I just loved kissing on him and holding him and squeezing him and everything. I love a fat, chunky baby. They are the best. So Lisa says, congratulations, Tish. Thank you, Lisa. My grandbaby is due in June, and I'm super excited. The baby is going to be born in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, of course, I'm going to be taking several trips to Charlotte. This beautiful baby, boy or girl, we don't know what it's going to be yet. I think she's going to have her gender reveal this month. I won't be able to make it for that, but I will be there for the baby shower, and I can't wait. And I'll be there when the baby is born. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. My battery is going dead. It's on red right now. But before I end it, I wanted to thank you all for watching, and thank you for being patient with me with this whole me trying to play these videos for you and you guys couldn't really hear it and things like that. I'm so surprised that you couldn't hear it because it was like loud and clear on my end. That's like super weird to me. But again, thank you guys for joining me today and staying for the entire time. To those of you that did stay in for the time, for the entire time, thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Um, don't forget to lend a helping hand to anyone that you may know who is in a domestic violence relationship, whether it be the victim or the abuser, because I honestly believe that both parties need help, not just the person who is being abused, but the person who is also doing the abusing. They need help too, because that the person who is abusing their victim, they got mental issues, believe it or not. If you are a person who is abusing someone, another grown person that you're supposed to be in a loving, respectful relationship with, something isn't right up here. And I believe that with my whole entire heart. So not only the person who is being abused need help, but the person who, hold on guys, one second. One second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I need to do this really quick. Okay. I had to put my phone on the charger because it was literally getting ready to shut off, but I had to do that because I wanted to get my last point out to you guys in terms of this abusive situation. I really want to get this point out because I think that it is super important, and I think that you know, it's just the point that I have to make to you guys because a lot of times people feel like the person who's doing the abusing is, you know, a person that don't need help or that they are just, I don't know, they think that those people, I guess, are just evil and they don't deserve support and stuff like that because they are the person that's doing the abusing. But in all honesty, I personally feel like those people need help just as much as the person who is being abused. So don't let that go unnoticed. Do not let that go unnoticed. If you know somebody who is abusing someone, please, please, please lend a helping hand to them too, because that person needs help. It isn't normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. There has to be something loose going on. It's something is not clicking in their brain, or they may have gone through a traumatic experience in their life as well. So don't let them go unnoticed either. But most importantly, the person that's being abused, lend a helping hand to them too before they lose their life. I know all about it. I have a cousin who lost her life to domestic violence, and my family would never be the same because of that. Her children's lives would never be the same because of that. Both of her children have to grow up without a mother, and they have to grow up without a father too, because guess what? He was killed by the police when they finally found him. He was sticking. After he killed her, he went on the run for 9 months. He went on a run for 9 whole months. And when the cops finally caught up to him, instead of him surrendering, y'all know what he did? He fired shots at the police because he made it up in his mind that he would rather die than to go to prison. You got to be a sick, sick person. You got to be a sick person to do something like that. And that's for real. But anyway, thank you all for watching and staying this long. If you stayed from the entire live video, I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to thumbs up this live, share it out. I hope that you enjoyed this video, even with all the technical difficulties and all of that and all of that. So with that being said, I'm out of here.